Hello everybody. We're going to take a look at problem 9-14 in the text. So it says Franklin Products Limited manufactures and distributes a number of products to retailers. One of these products, Superstick, requires 4 kilograms of material D236 in the manufacture of each unit. The company is now planning raw material needs for the third quarter, so July, August, and September. Peak sales of SuperQuick occur in the third quarter of each year. To keep production and shipments moving smoothly, the company has the following inventory requirements. So A, the finished goods inventory on hand at the end of each month must be equal to 8,000 units plus 20% of the next month's sales. The finished goods inventory on June 30th is budgeted to be 22,000 units. B, the finished materials inventory on hand at the end of each month must be equal to 40% of the following month's production needs for raw materials. The raw materials inventory on June 30th for material D236 is budgeted to be 129,000 kilograms. The company maintains no work-in-process inventories. A sales budget for Superstick for the last 6 months of the years are as follows. So we're given the sales in units for the last 6 months. So in required for number 1, prepare a production budget for Superstick for July, August, September, and October. So we're going to go over now. The solutions are posted. So this is just from the posted solution. We're just going to walk through it so that everyone is aware of where we got the numbers. So for your production budget, it's asked for the 4 months. You're going to start off with your sales. So this is your anticipated sales, budgeted sales here, and we just took those from right here, from the budgeted sales that was given in the question. So what you're going to produce in the month is what you're planning on selling is 60,000, but you also want to have a ending inventory at the end of the month, and we're told here the finished goods inventory on hand at the end of each month must be equal to 8,000 plus 20% of the next month's sales. So what you need to do right here is the next month's sales are 75,000. So 20% of the 75,000 plus 8,000 units. That works out, and this is shown right here, 8,000 units plus 75,000, which is next month's sales, times 20%. That works out to 23,000. So you're going to sell 60. You want to have 23,000 in ending inventory at the end of the month. So that means you need 83,000 units. What did you have to begin with? Well, it tells us that the finished goods inventory on June 30th is budgeted to be 22,000 units. So we need 83,000 this month. We already have 22,000 in beginning inventory, so we need to make 61,000. August, again, we're given the sales. Your ending inventory that you want to have at the end of the month is 8,000 plus your next month's, this down here is October. It's 8,000 plus 20% of next month's sales. So 20% of 105,000 plus 8,000 will give you 29,000. So we need 104,000 units. Our beginning inventory just comes over from the month before. So your ending inventory in July now becomes your beginning inventory in August. So we need 104,000 units. We already have 23,000 in our inventory, so we need to produce 81,000. And then so on. September, we're planning on selling 105. Our ending inventory is 8,000 units plus 53,000 times 20%. That'll give us 18,600. So we need 123,600 units. We already have 29,000 in our beginning inventory because that's the ending inventory from the month before. So we need to make 94,600 and so on. So that's how we do your production budget. Then it asks, examine the production budget that you prepared. Why will the company produce more units than it sells in July and August, and fewer units than it sells in September and October? Well, that's because our ending inventory here, and they explain it here. Excuse me. They explain it, but your ending inventory is partly based, it's 8,000 units, but it's partly based on the next month's sales. So it's 20% times your next month's sales. So in July and August, our sales are increasing, so it's 20% of a bigger number. So your inventory is going to increase, where you're preparing for those big sale months. Whereas later your inventory is decreasing, so it's 20%. Your sales are decreasing, so it's 20% of a smaller number. So again, you're getting ready to lower your inventory levels because sales are going to be lower. Then in part 3, prepare a direct materials purchases budget showing the quantity of material D236 to be purchased for July, August, and September, and for the quarter in total. So, your direct materials budget. So July, August, and September, and then for the quarter in total. So how much of the material do you need? Well, first of all, what is your production for those months? So we worked out our production up here in the production budget. So 61,000, 81,000, and 94,600. That's how many total units. But each unit requires 4 kilograms of D236, and that's given to us in the question. Yes. One of these products, Super Stick, requires 4 kilograms of material D236 in the manufacture of each unit. So for each unit that you're manufacturing, it takes 4 kilograms of that material. So that in July, we need 244,000 kilograms. But now that's what we need for the month. How much do we want to have in our ending inventory? If we go back to the question, the raw materials inventory on hand at the end of each month must be equal to 40% of the following month's production needs. So you have to work out your production needs for each month. And then for August, it was 324,000. So 40% of that number is what you want to have in your ending inventory. So you need 244,000 for production needs for that month. You want to have an ending inventory of 129,600, so you need 373,600 kilograms of this material. But what did you already have to start with? So for this month, it tells us the raw materials inventory on hand for June, 129,000 kilograms. So you already have 129, so you need to purchase 244,600. And you go on to the next month. So we're going to make 81,000 units. Each unit requires 4 kilograms, so we need 324,000. Our desired ending inventory is 40% of our production needs for the following month, so 40% of 378,400, which means we need 475,360. But our beginning inventory we already have on hand is our prior month's ending inventory, so we only need to purchase 345,760. Now one thing I want to point out when you're looking at the quarter in total. So required production for the quarter is the sum of all the months. The production needs, you can take the 236,600 times 4 kilograms. It also works if you add the production needs for each month. But you notice here, your desired ending inventory is not the total of all your ending inventories. Your desired ending inventory number here, the 77,440, is the desired ending inventory in the last month of the quarter. So at the end of that quarter, that's what you want to have in ending inventory, what you're required to have for September. And the same thing with your beginning inventory. It's not a total of all the beginning inventories for the month. It's what is the beginning inventory for that quarter. So your beginning inventory comes from the first month in the quarter. You start off at the beginning with 129,000 kilograms, and your ending inventory comes from the last quarter. The rest of the numbers are you can just add across, but this is going to be like this all the time. When you do these type of questions, when you're adding up the quarter, remember that your ending inventory is from the last month in the quarter, and your beginning inventory comes from the first month in the quarter. And that's it for that question.